Another gruff warrior with a god-tier weapon. Another tragic past. Another young sidekick called Boy. Yup, we've seen this movie before. But Blades of Fire, from the creators of Metroid Dread and Castlevania. Lords of Shadow brings something new to the table, a weapon forging system so deep it almost overshadows the game around it. Almost. Before we fire up the forge, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Veteran Game, where the best stories, the worst flaws, and the hottest takes all get the spotlight. Now let's heat this one up. Meet Aran, a rugged, coal-covered warrior gifted with one of the mythical forger's hammers. Alongside his too young to be this snarky sidekick, Adso. Aran sets off to defeat a tyrant queen in a world split between crumbling castles, snowy ruins, and sandy catacombs. Sound familiar? It is. The setup is textbook dark fantasy, but Mercury's team gives it flair with detailed environments and a traffic light style enemy system that instantly tells you how effective your weapon is. Green, go wild. Red, swap weapons or bounce off like a clown. It's visually slick, mechanically sound, and way more intuitive than most Soulslikes. But here's where Blades of Fire really sparks, the forge. This isn't just a click to craft menu. You build your weapons from the ground up. Handle shape, metal composition, parry window, it's all on you. Then you hammer it into existence with a surprisingly fun mini-game that actually affects the weapon's durability and quality. It's like forging in Monster Hunter if Monster Hunter had a PhD in metallurgy. This system rewards experimentation and adaptation. You find a boss that shrugs off slashing damage. Go back, tweak your weapon, come back swinging. It's a satisfying loop that blends perfectly with the game's more tactical combat. Honestly, if Blades of Fire was just a weapon crafting simulator with combat sprinkled in, we'd be in GOAT territory. Combat starts strong. Directional strikes tied to face buttons let you control your swing style. Overhead smashes, side swipes, piercing stabs. It feels weighty, precise, and bloody in the best way. The stamina system encourages guarding over rolling, adding a nice twist to the typical Souls-like formula. But then the cracks start to show. Enemies look great but don't evolve much. One dagger guy is pretty much all dagger guys. And while the elemental resistances and color-coded targeting suggest tactics in practice, it's just switch to the greenest weapon and mash. Bosses, oh boy, when Blades of Fire gets bossy, it stops being fun. Some of the early bosses are brilliant, huge, cinematic, and mechanically creative. But later fights devolve into one-hit kill marathons. And I don't mean get gut tough. I mean the game won't let you level up tough. There's no traditional RPG leveling system here. You can upgrade weapons and health a bit, sure, but the margin for error is microscopic. A small boss that moves like Sonic the Hedgehog can hit just as hard as a building-sized demon. Combine that with maze-like levels full of fetch quests and the pacing nosedives. 1 minute you're admiring the view from a sun-drenched fortress. The next, you're circling back through 3 zones to find a key that unlocks. A lever. That's broken. That needs 3 more keys. It's exhausting. Let's talk Aran and Adso. Aran is fine. Sad past, gravel voice, big hammer. You've met him before. Adso, he's a lore nerd who draws battle notes in real time, which is cool. Until you've heard his climbing quips 50 times. Their banter swings between endearing and please shut up depending on how long you've been dragging a crying NPC through a dungeon. The story's got moments, a few emotional reveals, some solid twists, but it never fully capitalizes on its world. It's more functional than fantastic. Think God of War Light with more fetch quests. So here's the Forge fresh truth. Blades of Fire has serious potential. The combat feels great. The Forge is one of the most inventive systems in any action RPG. And visually, it's stunning. But the pacing drags, the bosses frustrate. The level design confuses, and the story. It's decent, not memorable. This game could have been 20 hours long, tight and focused, and we'd be singing its praises. But at nearly 40 hours with too much fluff and repetition, it's a blade that looks sharp but cuts clumsy, still. If you're a fan of Souls-likes, if you love crafting systems, or if you just want something that dares to be different, it's worth a shot. Just bring patience, and maybe some extra forge materials. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Veteran Game will be back soon with more hot takes, deep dives, and reviews that go straight for the lore jugular. See you next time, and may your blades never dull.